this, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Bell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Under 10, 10. General,
on the read option, it's Mariota. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Dalton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, Jets.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Check 26, check 26. Check that one.
Throwing on second down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 2nd down now. Mixon. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Second down, Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Bengals have recovered it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Check safety, check safety.
368. Check nine.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hands up.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Three.
Check 31, check 31.
Three.
Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Where are they, team?
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Evans. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
57 to Mike. 57, Charlie.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ross on the return. And he'll be out right at the 35. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 36. Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Darquez Denard. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
368. Hey, Haywood.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch.
Nice. Jam. 22 jet bomber. Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Practice. Max 22.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So Dalton now. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
44. There you go. Protein spill.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44. 44. There you go. 53. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. That's complete. Bernard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Again, Elvin Partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On second and a yard, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another chance for Dalton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I can't believe they even let you touch.
At the 37-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got?
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action now. Mariota out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
54, right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton over the middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Here's Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. 11 yards there, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Bell. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mariota, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. He can't hang.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Ready?
Now it's the backup Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter. The Chiefs have gone out in front of the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing on second down. Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for?
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 43.
Dalton here from the gun. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Get ready. Back.
368. 61. Matchbox lights.
1st and 10 from Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Operating from the gun. Dalton, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
One. 3.
57 to Mike. 57. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They still, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
59, Mike, 59.
Fourth down, Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
No gain on the play there. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, Mariota. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Play fake. Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, he's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Jets on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mariota. He finds his target. It's Crowder. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Smith flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check 24, check 24.
Where are they, team?
Watch Mike.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll throw again. Mariota got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.